Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Andrew. I'm the chief instructor of Shots Fired Training, a firearms training company located in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We're out here in the Clark County Shooting Complex, and what I have for you guys today is the absolute long-awaited, took me a long time to get it, but I've got the Staccato C for you guys. There she is right there. Rotate her around. I've got the Staccato C. So this is going to be the first rounds I'm firing out of the Staccato C. I've got a P. For those of you who've been on my channel or been watching a little bit, I started for many, many years in security, private security work. I carried a G22 for as long as I can remember, Glock 22 40 caliber. I had a buddy of mine say, hey, why not try the G35? What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a long slide 40 cal. So I was like, hey, hell yeah. So I grabbed it, Cerakoted it. She's now named Edward because she sparkles in the sunlight. Love my wife for having named her that. If you know, you know. But anyway, so we've got the Staccato C. These are going to be the first rounds I fire for it. Go ahead and follow me, you guys. So I've been waiting for the Staccato C. I saw Staccato 2024. We are now in December of 2024. I went to the Staccato booth and saw the C, fell in love with it. The mags are not interchangeable with the P, but to my knowledge, they are interchangeable with the C. And I am not a know-it-all. I know just enough to get myself in trouble. If you're another instructor, you know, you know. But anyway, so we've got the C here. I'm going to give you guys what you want for our couple of rounds. I'm right at approximately 10 yards. I got an A-zone target up there. It's only got a slug round through the head and through the center mass. So these 9mm rounds are going to be different. But I'm going to give her a whirl, see how I like it, and see if she changes my mind or see if she was worth the hype that some of us have been waiting for. All right, so the range is hot.
Range hot.
First round out of the gun, definitely smooth. Definitely smooth. Smoother than, I would say, a Glock. But then again, a $2,000 to $3,000 gun is just not a fair comparison. Unfortunately, a lot of us have those polymer guns, whether it be an M&P, whether or not we got a Glock. But first round right out, I'm dead center in that A zone, and I'm going to try and put every round on top of that, on top of the round that I just hit. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Hole in a hole right next to her. All right, we're out of ammo. I've got another mag over there somewhere. Max, if you can grab that mag that's on the table over there for me, I'll appreciate it. All right, guys, let's walk down range, have a look-see at my target, and we'll continue talking about the Staccato C. So here we go. We've got 17 rounds in an A zone right about that 10-yard line. Not bad. I threw some flyers. That's because I'm nervous and you guys make me nervous. But anyway, no, it is me, not the gun. But that's the accuracy that Staccato gives you. What you would want to say out of the box. I'm going to get a video coming up here at some point that teaches us stop shooting out of the box. These are mechanical firearms. Cameraman, let's back up and follow me over to the steel target at the 50-yard line. So we've got this conception that a gun out of the box should be ready to go. Well, all firearms are mechanical devices, and they require some type of maintenance at some point or another. But I don't know why we would think that we don't need to maintain something when it's a mechanical device. If you get a car, you've got to oil it, you've got to change the air filters, things of that nature. So why we put ourselves in a position where we wouldn't at least go through a mechanical device that we're relying our life onto, this is beyond me. So what's the whole point of that? And I'll make another video for that down the line because that's not the context of this video. But if you get a firearm, don't just grab it out of the box and start shooting it. My personal and professional recommendation based on education, training, and experience for 20 years of teaching people to shoot is take your firearm out, read the manual, make sure you're not shooting plus out of something that's not rated for it if you don't know what you're doing. You always want to at least disassemble it, field strip it. Don't do a detail strip unless you're an armorer certified and you know what you're doing. Knowing too much about something can get you in trouble, and knowing just enough could also get you in trouble. You read the manual. The manual is going to tell you what kind of ammo you should be shooting at. But what I've got here is I've got a 50-yard steel target with a 5-inch plate. I've only got irons on the C. I'm going to see if I can get all 17 of these rounds on the steel target. Not necessarily the hostage target, but I'll give her a couple of tries and see how she does. So let's go ahead, cameraman. We got to rock and roll. Okay, I'm just going to hit a little buzzer for my giggles here. Have some fun with it. Yay! Beep. There's my buzzer. Guns up. And there's a miss. Hostage target, got her. All right, to my calculations, I'll let you guys judge me all day long. I got 4 misses, 4 out of 17 rounds at a 50-yard target. I did so happen to hit the hostage target. Now, I can say I meant to do it. No, it was completely on accident. So, if I was aiming for the A zone or the center, and the target is all tattered up, so not really able to see where the rounds are going, but nevertheless, that audioable feedback is what I was looking for. So, the Staccato C, ladies and gentlemen, my first rounds from the Staccato C. Absolutely love her. Could not love her enough. There she is, you guys. You've got your grip safety. You got an ambidextrous safety. She is MOS or red dot compatible. You got an external Staccatto here. So we have some variations or some changes or differences from the other models, maybe the C2 model. And this particular model is the 4-inch barrel. Let me see what else. I know that this is approved by LAPD. Staccato's got a lot of things that are approved by LAPD. But I'm very happy with her. I like it. I think that this is a great concealed carry option. They do have the CS model, which is even smaller. I am a type of person on a personal level that I say, hey, you know what? If I'm going to carry a firearm, I'm going to carry a firearm. I'm not afraid of larger guns. Not even afraid of a 5-inch barrel 1911, if you want to call it. So I have no objections to carrying a larger firearm, but there's always, wherever there's a take, you got to give something up. You're either going to give up your comfort if you want to carry something larger, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. So from shooting the Staccato P, I went from a G22 to a G35. Finally, I said to myself, I feel as though I can shoot better than my G35 was allowing me to do. Had a buddy with the Sheriff's Department in the People's Republic of California, and he recommended, hey, you should shoot a Staccato. So I finally bit the bullet, spent that $3,500 got myself a Staccato P. God, their mags are expensive, but nevertheless, got the Staccato P, and I've been loving it ever since. I said to myself, the first mag that I fired was the Staccato P. Follow that video. I posted another video, enter the Staccato P. Did it change everything I know? And yeah, it really, really did. I knew that I could hit a 5-inch plate with my G35 with irons at 50 yards. Somebody called me out on that, and I made a video. So if you want to see me hit a 5-inch plate at 50 yards with the G35, check my other videos on my channel. I like the Staccato C as a concealed carry option. The CS is smaller, so you've got a smaller grip and a smaller barrel. This particular model of the C is the full-size grip. So they do sell this in a smaller grip, which shaves off about maybe, let's say, 1 to 2 inches here. So you could go with a compact C, so you still have the 4-inch barrel. My understanding, if I'm not mistaken, is that law enforcement agencies, and I could stand corrected, if you know better than me, by all means, I love being checked, is that law enforcement agencies wanted a 4-inch barrel for on-duty purposes. So Staccatto, hearing the cry, answered the freaking call. And they produced the Staccato C. So the C has a 4-inch barrel with the grip option from a full-size grip, gives them the option of having a full-size capable duty gun. And as you just saw, not only accuracy on the A zone, but out of 17 rounds, minus my jitters there, the shooter, not the firearm, I hit X 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, you like that old math. I hit 13 out of 17 rounds at 50 yards with iron sights. Now, my intent is to throw a red dot on it. I'm considering between either a Delta Point Pro, Trijicon RMR, but I have a preference for Trijicon RMRs on a 45-degree offset for an AR. Just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below if you like that or not. So I'm thinking about maybe putting an Acro P2 on it, but at the same time, I've got a 45, Glock 45 that I was thinking about assigning that Acro for. And if I do that, then I got to buy another Acro. But anyway, so I love the Staccato C. It was well worth my wait for the amount of time that I waited to get it. And compared to the P, their quality is right there neck and neck. To this day, after about, I'd say approximately 3,000-4,000 rounds of shooting the Staccato P, I've never once had a single jam. And I've put PMC, I've put Fionki, I've put some nasty Russian ammo through her, whatever it is. And then finally, for those of you who might be wondering, I decided to purchase Staccato's ammo and their match grade ammo. And I noticed a significant and substantive difference in the ability of my Staccatto when I'm using their ammo that they recommend for the firearm. Not saying the other ammo, but at my particular level, I sense a difference depending on the ammo, especially if you're using reloads, never recommended. But hey, Glocks, fire away, my friends. Glock will say, don't do that, but do you, boo-boo. Purchase whatever you can get while you can get it. I remember the era of $1 a round, and that wasn't any fun. I love the Staccato C for what it is, for its size. Concealability, it doesn't have that huge magwell. It still has just a slight magwell down here at the bottom, but it looks like it's a single solid piece frame all the way around, not an attached magwell. You do have a base plate on your magazine here that it's got some little flares on the side there, but for a full-size grip on a 4-inch package, not as intrusive as the Staccato P or the XC, but or their XL. So the P is that perfect middle ground for a duty gun, in my humble opinion, and the C is the perfect grounds for a concealed carry gun. So I have 100% intentions to carry the concealed carry. No idea about the holster universe just yet. Might hit up Dar Holsters, no affiliation. Love Dar, love the holsters and whatnot. Might see what I could do about saying, hey, what are the chances you got a holster for a Staccato C? So I love this gun. Just haven't shot it. Well worth the wait and the timing that it took me to get my hands on it. I really, really love what Staccatto has done. And with the fiber optic front, she just screams with brightness. The blacked out rears, you got some serrations here. It's just as clear as day. And I've got some shade over me right now. When I step into the sun, she just even glows even brighter. So for irons to have the accuracy and reliability that I have come to learn through time and experience with Staccato, I absolutely just love the damn gun. I cannot say in the years of me shooting different various firearms from M&P, Glock, Shadow Systems, it's hard to say here's a Staccato and then to compare them, but the majority of us might have the Glock, the M&P, the Shadow Systems, whatever it may be. And then how I rank them in a tier, the standard across the board is Glock. They've just been a standard for longer than I've been alive. And you enter the M&P world, Gen 1, right around that 2004, 2005-ish kind of era. Now in time they came out with the M&P 2.0. And M&Ps generally have a little bit of a lower price point even when compared to Glock. But now we've got different triggers, different variations, and we have the hinge trigger that's different from a Glock. And some Glock triggers, some Glocks you get out of the box are great, some of them aren't. I have chosen the Haley Strategic skimmer trigger for my particular G35 or any 40 caliber Glock to include the Gen 5s. Those are not interchangeable triggers, so you got to buy them specific to your model. But now with the Staccatto, I have left that polymer universe of Glocks and Shadow Systems and entered into a whole new arena, both at price point, but also 100% in the dependability, the reliability, the consistency, the function, and overall ability of the firearm that Staccatto puts forward is, in my humble opinion, at a beyond more than reasonable price point for what you're getting. Now, for the price of the Staccato C, I totally understand. There's going to be some of you seeing this video. I picked her up right around that $24.99, $25.99 mark. After it was all said and done, you're looking at about $2,800, and that's the firearm with maybe 2 to 3 mags. Now you've got to find a holster. Now you've got to find all that other equipment. Totally understand. I get for that price point, you can get so many other things. You could get a Glock, you can almost get a full freaking duty belt for that price point. So they are not just for those who necessarily have money, Of course, you got to pay to play, whether you're paying at a low end, whether you're paying at a high end. Now, would I recommend this firearm for a brand new concealed carry shooter out of the box or right out the gate? If you're thinking, you know what, I've decided I'm going to conceal carry and I'm going to be that Captain Morgan guy, whatever it is. If you're going to be that guy, would I recommend this as a first gun for you? Absolutely. Why not? You're getting so many benefits for this particular firearm that it would blow the competition just completely out of the water. Are you going to pay for that? Yes. Well, then the honest question is, you have to ask yourself, well, what is my life worth? Now, if you ask yourself, can I afford this? And the answer is no, there are many other highly competent, reliable options for you. You don't have to dump this kind of money to have a reliable firearm as a concealed carry option. From SIG to M&P, to Glock, to Shadow Systems, I've got them all. They are very, very reliable. Even H&K, no affiliation or sponsorship in any way with any of those manufacturers. But you need to decide, first and foremost, what is my budget? And with that budget, bear in mind, Glocks run around that $500 to $800 price point, depending on what you want. We're living in a red dot world, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what it is. The moment I finally put a Vortex Venom red dot on my gun, love Vortex, had an optic for 7 years, something went wrong, sent it back, gave me a brand new one. I have yet to find a better warranty than Vortex, so can't toot their horn enough. Trijicon, they've got the reputation behind them, they've got the approval behind them, they've got the testing behind them, and as much as I want to say, just because it's mil-spec doesn't mean anything, well, no, it does. It means that there's at least a standard. We have some optics that have not, albeit, been submitted for trial for military law enforcement use. Maybe they didn't pass the test, but it doesn't mean that necessarily they're a bad product. It just means that the department selected another product, and that could 100% be due to price. The United States Army was considering the Glock 19 or Glock 19X compared to the 6-hour P320, and they ended up going to 320. Not saying Glock's a bad gun, but it could be the cheapest price point. And for my other devil dogs out there, you know, if it's cheaper, the Marine Corps is going to keep her. So, without further ado, you guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. If you could do me the biggest favor in the world, smash that like button, hit the subscribe. At my stage of my content creation career, it's greatly appreciated. It helps me out a lot. If you guys want to see anything, regardless of the firearm, or if you want to see me do anything, you want to see me in optic, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should I do a Trijicon RMR? Should I do a Vortex, Delta Point Pro? Should I do a micro red dot? Should I do an acro? Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see if I can accommodate. I'll come back out. I'm also going to be doing an open box video on the Staccato C once I get the time and get around to it. So let me know what you guys think. And until next time, stay safe, carry safe, and we'll see you guys on the range.